Kasi hindi magiging smooth ang takbo mo pag hindi sa preheat. Ang mga athlete, kung magtakbo sila, may warm up sila, muna preheat na. Ang mga boksidor, hindi na mabigla nga halin sa bahay nila, mag-boxing sila, no? Maano na sila, ma-warm up sila, mapatawi sila kaunti, parang ang gwapo. So in the same manner, God has a divine move to set us up so that He will precondition our spiritual life. And this is found in Romans chapter 8, verse 38 and 39. We'll read all together in unison. Ready? Begin.
And I am convinced that nothing can ever separate us from God's love. Neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither are our fears for today, nor our worries about tomorrow. Neither the powers of heaven and second presence of God's love. No power is alive power on earth and below. Indeed, nothing on creation ever will separate us from the love of God that is revealed in Christ Jesus.
Kung na-precondition ka sa sila na truth, hindi ka na mag-worry. You are to know that nothing here on earth, above the earth, and in heaven will be an element to separate us from God's love. So we should realize that this is a precondition or situation that let us know for a fact that if you are in Christ, nothing can separate us, not even your plans and your ambition and your wish. Even you kill yourself, even mag-suicide ka. So you are already bound by the power of the Lord. Nothing can separate us from the love of God that is revealed in Christ Jesus. Without precondition, we move on. May isa pa ka verse. 1 Samuel 16:7. Ready? Begin. But the Lord said to Samuel, don't judge by his appearance or height, for I have rejected him. The Lord does not see things the way you see them. People judge by outward appearance, but the Lord looks at them. Another precondition we should know and realize. Una, nothing can separate us. Name anything that can separate you from the love of God. Zero. Actually, bilangin mo yan, perfect yan. Wala na sa amin. May madugang plus may mabuhin. And then, another thing is that, another precondition is that the Lord sees the heart. The Lord does not see things the way you see them. People judge by outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. That is the precondition so that you will not think and do something that you think you are not being seen by the Lord. Okay, next. Number 1. Now, the condition of the blessings of grace and peace. Nakanta natin kanina ba? Ito ba ni kanta natin na una?
Grace.
Grace. Itong sa last na portion na may sabi siya about grace. Sila mamaya na lang.
You walk in the power of your daily sufficient grace.
Our daily sufficient grace. We are walking now.
Walk in the power of your
We are
daily
walking
In the power
of your daily
daily lacking grace. Sufficient. So God's grace is sufficient. Every day we are walking in the power of daily sufficient grace. So, ang condition, the atmosphere, no? The atmosphere. When the Lord set us up to that condition, we are in the atmosphere and being blessed by the grace and peace. So, let God bless you with His grace and peace. You got to open your heart, Right, kulang mo. You've got to open your heart and mind to receive all that God has for you. In other words, The precondition is God has prepared long before. So that when everything else starts, the atmosphere, the environment around us is that the Lord has rained, has poured His blessing that will lay down to give us peace. Sabi ni John, the law came by Moses, but grace and truth came through the Lord Jesus Christ. So maunang ang atmosphere, no? The pre-opening situation is that the Lord sets through the atmosphere of blessings. And so number 1, the condition God requires for us in that atmosphere of blessing and peace, the condition that God requires for you and for me is to possess an open door of mind, an open door of our heart. Why? He sets the atmosphere, He sets i-preheat niya ang environment, the environment of blessing and the environment of peace. But if your heart and mind is closed, suli ka lang. I-prepare man galing atmosphere, i-prepare environment, pero kung close ka, hindi papasok yung blessing and peace. So, the condition God requires, I have set it, the atmosphere is blessing and peace, but you have to open your heart, you have to open your mind, so that your mind and your heart will be saturated. Next. Why are we not open? As condition kanina, the condition is opening. Open your heart, open your mind. Esther, ano ang reason na i-open? The Lord sets the atmosphere of blessing and peace. He requires that you open. Why is the question? Why are we not open? Ano man? Araan niya sa verse na nalibas na kay Samuel ba? Binasa natin kay Samuel. Do you know the reason why we are not open? Until now, many of our actuations in life, we want to put on a maskara. Gusto ka manago ba? Gusto mo nga mag-pretend ka? O, ako sinin. Kaya ka magalit sa mirror ba kay lagyan mo ng I'm not contented with what the Lord has given me. I have to add up. Dala na ang maskara. Until we will not put our mask down. May problem ka sa Ginoo. Ano ang reason na hindi kita open? Araw. Do not be ashamed of your emptiness. At kasi naulaw ka. Na-feel mo ang emptiness mo, mauna nga hindi ka open. And you thought that kailangan itaguon ko to. Do not be ashamed of your emptiness. Instead, view it as the optimal condition for being filled with God's presence. Actually, God knows that you are empty. God knows that you are lacking. But He sets it that way so that you will come to Him. Because you should come in emptiness. You will not come if you are full, right? You will never need the Lord if you feel you are adequate. Tama? Kung pamatsyan, paminaw mo, pakiramdam mo, sufficiente na to, okay na po, you will not come to Him. So, He realized and He knew that you are empty. Don't be ashamed in your emptiness. Rather, let your emptiness be the driving force to come to the Lord. Tama? Kabalo ang Panginoon na may kulang ka, tiang ka, ano lang nakita mo sa iyong sarili, hindi pagtabuni. Ang ginagawa natin na i-hide natin. What is my emptiness, what is lacking in me, that we resort to covering up. Cover natin ba? Mag-breathe. Kinakanta ba? I'm a great pretender. Pretending ka lang palagi. Pretend ka lang. But God wants you not to pretend. Come as you are. Sabi sa Bible, come as you are. Do not bring anything in your hand. Simply cling to the cross. So view it as your optimal condition for being filled with God's presence. In other words, what God has thought to be the driving force in coming to Him becomes a stumbling block so that it made you to cover yourself. Tama? Anong kulang mo nagiging hadlang na magpalayo pa sa Panginoon? Pabila naman siya magpasika. I'm just open. So, number 2, man's ignorance does not only blocks but cause the direct detour to God's beautiful purposes and plan. Had you come to Him, you would have realized that God has purposes and plans. He has already preset the blessings and peace. But because you are ignorant that your emptiness and what's lacking in you, you get a mascara and you cover your face, you cover yourself. But this covering blocks and cause you to detour. Instead na you choose the path going to the Lord, you choose the road that leads to getting away from Him. Number next. Ay, nag-dream. We are not comfortable with mix-up of life, not knowing our life is like a cloth that is see-through. We are not comfortable, but later on, comfortable ka na baka hindi ka mag-alis sa bahay ngayon, hindi ka pa makaka-make up. Kanina sila nag-make up. Nag-face ka mo sa mirror, kang mag-lus-lus ba? Ang kilay ko, ang lips ko, ang guya ko ka pale. I have to put something blush on. So we are comfortable with mix-up. Ang mang-make-up na yun. Kung hindi ka kapang-make-up daw, doon ka hilas ba? Doon pala, sa pumatsyat, paminaw mo, parang ulang. So dagdagan mo. But actually, idagdag mo, mascara po siya. That is covering. Tama na siya? Nakarelate kayo? Ha? Ma'am? Hindi ka maglabas kung hindi ka makapangulos ko sa kuya ba? Okay lang ng toothbrush. Kailangan na siya. Pero may mga moves, yung mga covering na nag-taabon tayo. Not knowing that, sabi niya, no, it is easy to touch up our outward appearance and look as if you have it all together. But actually, what you have touched up and covered up is the outward. The inward is still empty. So, number 3 lesson. Your attempts to look good, attempt mo ha, inangin kanto mo sa espiyo kanina. Your attempts to look good can fool most people. Daghan. Hasta ang imo sweetheart na fool. Nabuhang sa iyo kay nagkuhan ka pa. Sorry, but not God. You have fooled many people, but not God. And what is important is the inner man. The outward man has been harnessed or covered up. But the inner man is still the same. So the insight is, we are found in measuring on minors. We measure on the outward appearance, but what is important to God is the inner man or the heart. Next. So in 1 Samuel 16:7, ano kanina ibasa natin? God is not looking on the outward appearance, but the inner. So God sees straight through you. Wala sang mirror or wala. God sees straight through you into the depths of your being. The insight is, there is no place for pretense in our relationship with God. So sa condition kanina, balik kita sa condition. God has set up the condition. All you have to do is open your mind and your heart. Whatever emptiness you feel, don't cover it. Because in a way, God knows you. Nabala kung baga mo na nasa kasawa mo na siya. Kahit hindi ka na mag-make up, kilala yan mo siya na. Kung sa itong pangalag pa siya, hindi ka kaya inaano mo siya. No? So in the same manner, God knows you already. So there is no place for pretense in our relationship with God. So, ano ang kondisyon na ginahimo sa Panginoon? That you come to Him without pretense. Kung nag-pretense ka lang, hindi ka maabot sa Ginoo. Kung nag-pretense ka lang, you are not opening yourself and you will not receive that which God wants you to have. Next, please. The opposite of man's whim or ambition. What is that? She said, rejoice in the relief of being fully understood. So ato kanina, atong emptiness, feeling inadequacy, you are inadequate. Rejoice in that. In that, God understood you. God can accept you with that. Kamalo ka mo? Do not thought that when you cover yourself, God will accept you. No. It is the thought that when you come to Him as you are in your inadequacy, in your emptiness, the more God will accept you because He understands. Nang nagkakabal-kabal ka ba? What will I do so that I can talk to the Lord? Mag-turn up ka muna. Ma-jumpstart naman pa. Di ba ako may visitor? May bisita. Ay, sandali lang. Nakabisita po. Hindi ka magawas pag nakabisita. Ay, sandali lang. Mag-toothbrush pa po. Ay, sandali lang. Kaya wala ka mo pang supply. So, come as you are. Kilala ka sa Ginoo. And He understood your situation. So, in other words, in that context, in that pretext, hindi ka naman abon. Rather, talk with God about your struggles and about your feelings of inadequacy. Do not cover yourself. Present it instead to the Lord. Itong kulang ko, Ginoo, ito ang wala sa akin. Because little by little, God will transform your weaknesses into strength. But when you cover, what will you receive? Wala, kasi kitabunan mo man. Pero kung nag-come as you are in your struggle, then little by little, God will lead you able to see that as you trust Him, He will change your, di ba nga for example, nag-pray ka, Lord, strengthen me. What is actually the Lord action? Kung nag-pray ka sa strength. Kung nag-pray ka sa strength, i-weaken na ka. Kung mag-pray ka nga, humble ka, make me humble. Ano mo kanya? Nagaan ka patience. Nagaan ka problem para mag-patient ka. Humble mo ka. Kung mag-pray ka sa humbleness, hindi nga i-clear yung no. He will give you lots of things so that ma-develop ang iyong patience and magiging humble ka. So, God will transform your weaknesses into strength as you relied upon the Lord. So, number 5, God desires intimate relationship. Ano man nga, sabi ko kanina, openness. Because when you are covering yourself, that is not intimacy. Friend lang kamo kung may distance, may gap pa. Basta wala. But when we come to Him in not putting on a mascara, God desires that we are having an intimate relationship with Him. What's there inside? Man's weakness should lead us to desire the Lord. So, kung ano Panginoon na may weakness ka, may kulang ka, may mga struggles ka, may mga problem ka, sabi sa Ginoo ko ako na. Kaya that will trigger you to come to the Lord as close. Kung maglakad ang father, family na maglakaw ang family. Family. So sa family ganito, family member. So isa siya na family. May papa, may mama, may brother nga si Soysoy kadako. May mangod si Soysoy na, sino kayong magot mo? Soysoy, sino magot mo? Ha? Kinbab. O, si Kinbab. Mahina, no? So kung maglakaw kayo sa road, dumping at malayo, sino Sinong hawakan sa kamay sa papa? Bata, hindi malaki. Hindi ng maskulado. Sino hawakan ng mama?
Baby.
Preparahan pa sa milk. Atong mahina. No? Man's weakness should lead us to desire the Lord. Opposite na ba? God is near to the weak. Ang papa, niya sa example, malaki na kayo tanan. Kung sino na may problema, may weakness, doon na siya. Sa 12 apostles, sino ang apostles sa bala niyo? Si Pedro, si Juan, si James. Sino ang malapit sa Ginoo?
Si John.
Si John. Nga si John. May problema si John. Dali lang kasabong. Jutay na po, magaling. He is the son of thunder sa sabong. So mauna siya na hindi dapat magpalayong Ginoo sa iya, dapat lapit ng Ginoo. He is the man sa Bible na leaning on the breast of Jesus. Sabi niya daw si Jesus daw bakla. Nagamit na sa mga bakla daw si Jesus. Ang daw. Kasi ang lalaki sa iya. Actually, may problem si John. And then later on sa life ni John, siya ang sulat sa 1st, 2nd, 3rd John, ang book of John. Masahaba lang. This is about the transformation that instead of demonstrating a man of thunder nang galit palagi, no? Yung tawa ka, magalit. Tao nga gusto bilanong ka mo, dahil sa dayon, ang kaula si John. In love na siya. Naapi kita palagi sa 1st, 2nd, 3rd about love. Not that you love, but as you have been loved. So, na siyang ang insight na our weakness, pag may weakness ka, do not cover it because your weakness is the magnet that God attracts, is being attracted to your weakness. Malapit sa iyo. Next. Now here's the atmosphere of grace. Remember that your relationship with God is saturated in grace. Tala na ang ating relationship ang noon kung pula sa grace, hindi ma-realize. Remember that your relationship with God is saturated in grace. Therefore, nothing that you do or can't do can separate you from God's presence. Because the pre-start is already the grace. Pero kung saan grace, kinds of grace, na redeeming grace, na restoring grace, na restraining grace, na reflecting grace, na recovering grace, na resting grace. Lahat ng grace na grace, hindi grasa. Redeeming grace, that which redeem us. Restoring. In other words, God knows that magkasala ka ba? Magkasala ka, so i-restore ka. Sa isang pastorya, rebound and keep moving. Pag maka-fall down ka, you have to rebounds back and keep moving. Restoring grace, i-restore ka. Restraining grace, i-restrain ka kay katigas ang ulo ba? Sabihan nga hindi, ato ginto. So i-restrain, tagaan kang grace na ma-restrain. I-restrain ka sa paggawa sila. Reflecting grace, i-reflect ang Ginoo ang iyang goodness and faithfulness. Recovering, let you lag behind, you have to recover. Kung sa klase pa make-up class, double time, maka-recover ka din. Ang last resting grace, kung dito ka na sa resting grace, So, realizing this kind of grace is always sinasabi na the atmosphere of grace. Without this grace, God cannot work in our life. That is the way in which ang preparation ng Panginoon, i-ano niya ka sa grace, saturate ka sa grace, and then you are prepared to respond to the Lord. Next one. Inclusion. So God's dealing with man consists of condition na grace. Saan na lang ang grace? Grace is when we receive something that is not worth our action. Itagaan ka, bisan hindi sa kayan. Hindi sa kayan. Sabi, tagaan ka ko, wala pa ko kaubra. Gininteresan ka. Absent mo ko palagi. Ako na ang grace. You are given in spite of your unfailing condition. Muna ang grace. So that will result to peace. And then, openness for our emptiness. Kung empty ka, open. Do not cover yourself. Do not hide. Do not masquerade. Do not close your eyes. Number 3, fullness of God's presence and intimacy. God doesn't want percentage of the presence of the Lord. 30%, 50%, 5%, but rather fullness. And then, God wants intimacy. Kung may relationship kita sa Panginoon, God wants that we are to be an intimate relationship. And then the last, man's release, whereby we are being refreshed and released. Though the talking out, going of yourself, so kapag mga testimony of God's goodness. Kung makatanggap ka sa grace, nag-open ka sa imo emptiness, hindi mo pagkubiran, kasi kung emptiness ang kubiran mo, mga amoy na ba? Inang room gani ako nga ginasira, ikaw ba po? Kasi walang ambiyan sa hangin. Kasi gisira. Dapat i-open mo. Kung empty, i-open. Kay ma-refresh. And then, fullness of God's presence and intimacy. Anything that is not full, hindi siya makakontrol. Kailangan fullness para makontrol niya atin. That calls for intimacy with the Lord. Ano kanilang intimate? Wala ba? Wala na silang sagang. Lahat open sa Panginoon. Then, thereby, you will experience freedom or release in God's fullness and presence. Okay? Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for your word, for the truth of what you prepare for us before we experience growth, we experience life, and experience our life to come nearer to Thee, that we realize, dear Lord, we need to be open and we need to, you desire intimate relationship. Nothing, physically, no God. Anything that is God will be considered idol that will hinder our relationship. We thank you for this truth that should make us aware, Lord. You desire intimacy in us and openness, that thereby you will be free in filling us up and in shaping our lives to your plans and growth. All these things we trust and pray in Jesus' name. Amen.